Come on in.
Well, very good evening, Jim, and to everybody in the CQ Maritime Room this evening. And according to CTV, Fredericton was the hot spot in the country. And I can believe it. I did a little yard work, but very little, a few minutes at a time. It's warm. And a bird hit the window outside the shack, just as the net was coming on. I guess he was trying to get in and all. By the sound of things, he probably got a headache. And I've been measuring up the yard for an 80-meter half-wave antenna. You don't realize how small your yard is till you try to get an 80-meter antenna in the yard. That's it from here, Jim V1, Bravo, Charlie Lima.
VE1 VCL, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Steve. Yeah, that's I suppose I don't know if you'd be able to stretch it out there or not. I remember when I lived in Amherst, I actually had to ask both neighbors on both sides of me because I had a tower up. I had two large beams up there for HF, but I also had a G5RV. But I actually had good enough neighbors that I stretched it out and I put one in on the burn of one neighbor on one side, and I put it on a pole that actually had a light because the other neighbor had a pool, and they had a light standard over the pool, and I actually got to put the other end over and tied it on the light standard in the other neighbor's yard. So I was lucky that way. But yes, they do spread out, that's for sure. So hopefully it'll be all right for you there for sure. Thanks, Steve, for coming in from Perth tonight, and 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go up north and see Vern, VE9, VEA, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Vern.
Yeah, VE1 JBL, Wednesday night Fusion Net Control. Good evening, Big Jim. Good evening to all fine, outstanding hams on frequency. Funny thing, Jim, before I come in to lay down here, I went and checked the node radio, the FT300. There was no sign of activity at all. I come in, right in, laid down, and turned on the FT5 here, handheld. Lo and behold, who do I hear? The net control for the Fusion Net. So first I thought no Fusion Net tonight, and then all of a sudden everything's working fine. You're doing a fine job. The audio is fantastic. Hopefully you'll have better luck this week with running through the net without conking out. Last week, boy, she was a headache. So hopefully this week everything's going to run smooth. Anyhow, Jim, thanks for doing the net. Thanks for calling us in one more time and putting up with my foolishness. And we'll say 7-3s to all, 88s to ladies, special cleaners, scanner listeners, and all other fine, outstanding, upstanding hams on frequency. Thanks for doing the net and calling us in, Jim. 7-3, bye-bye.
Yeah, okay, very good, Vern. Good at everything there. No, you're sounding great there, so absolutely no problem. No problem at all there. You're sounding good there, so very good. Thanks, Vern, for coming in, and good chatting with you there. Have yourself a great week, and stay cool up there for sure. Okay, let's go into Irishtown and see Paul, VE9 PAL, VE1 JBL.
Yeah, VE. This is VE9 PAL. Yeah, walking down the McLean's Crossroad there, just right in front of me. Yeah, she's got my little FT70 there with a little little antenna on it there. So no, picking up. I hope you're picking me up all right. Great week, V9PL.
VE9PAL, VE1 JBL. No problem at all, Paul. Everything sounds good there, and great on that. So have yourself a great evening. Thanks very much for taking part in that as usual. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go down to Sydney and see Pat, VE1JPR, VE1JBL, and how's the, let me see now, I guess the motel room tonight there. I assume you're on business down there. Go ahead.
VE1JBL and the net, VE1JPR portable, and I'm going, I guess I'm all hooked up with the DirectX here, so running through my laptop. It seems to work quite well. But yeah, I'm down here on business, headed for home, be down at the trailer there tomorrow night, but it has been a miserable day here. Cold and wet and windy. They've probably got somewhere between 50 and 70 millimeters of rain here today, if not more. But, oh well, okay, I guess, the rain is needed, but, oof, man, I'd sure look to see a little bit of sunshine. But other than that, everybody stay safe, stay well, and enjoy the rest of your evening. 7th Street Wall, VE1 JPR Portable.
Yeah, okay, very good, Pat. Good and everything. Yeah, I did see that this morning when I looked at the weather. They were showing every area was clearing out except Cape Breton, and the actual, I guess the flood of rain was coming right off the Atlantic and going right straight through Cape Breton. So, and it was supposed to last throughout the day there. So, by the sounds of it, I guess it did. But boy, she was hot in other areas here throughout the Maritimes here today, Pat. So. I guess you either take the coolness of the rain or the sweat ball that with all the humidity around there for sure. Anyways, thanks Pat for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there and safe travels on the way back home there tomorrow at 7:03 for now. Okay, let's go into Moncton and see Don, VE9 CUB, VE1 JBL.
VE1 JBL, this is VE9 Charlie Uniform Bravo. Good evening, Jim, and good evening to everybody here on the Fusion Net tonight. And by the way, Jim, Mike was trying to get in also, VE9 MCA, but I don't know if he got walked on, but anyway, he didn't get through. So anyways, other than that, Jim, there's no traffic here. She's a nice evening here in Moncton and whatnot. So with that, Jim, I'll give it back to you. I hope everybody has a great rest of the week, and with that, I give it back to you. Victor Echo 9 JBL, or Victor Echo 1 JBL. This is Victor Echo 9 Charlie Uniform Bravo. Thanks, Jim, for calling me in and doing the net.
Yeah, okay, very good, Don. Good and everything there, and I wrote Mike down here at the end there. So, Mike, I have you in here, so just stand by, and we'll get you in there at the end of the list there. So, thanks, Don, for coming in, and have yourself a great week. Okay, let's go to VE9 MAH. Michelle, up in Dieppe, come on in.
VE1 JBL, VE9. Anyways, the girlfriend said we're going to the trailer, so I think I had my bag in less than 5 minutes. So here we are, and it's on it, but sure enjoying it. Anyways, hope everybody has a great week, and 73, V9 MAH.
VE9 MAH, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Michelle. I missed some of that. I think you're portable on an FT5, and I think you are camping. From what I'm saying, you're in a trailer, I think, or something, but I missed a lot of that. So maybe try it again one more time. And are you at a park and camping? QSL?
Yeah, I'm at my camper in Capellis. Just outside of Shediac there. Great night tonight.
Okay, very good, Michelle. We got all of that time, so very good. So hopefully you have a good stay there. And it's always nice to get away and get to the camp and the camper or the camp or the trailer or the cottage or whatever. It's always nice, especially this time of year here. So enjoy yourself. And you came through loud and clear that time. A lot of those portables, it just depends how you're standing, where you're standing, and how to get in. But you come in strong that time. Thanks, Michelle. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. And Aubrey up in Quispam Sis, VE1OL, VE1 JB. Hot day up there.
VE1 JBL and the net VE1OL. Hi, Jim. Yeah, it was a hot day, beautiful day, no complaints. I really enjoy this kind of weather. And your dog Daisy, that's a good name because
my Daisy's right at my feet right now, and I picked out Daisy for my dog from the Dagwood and Blondie comic strips. Their dog is Daisy. I don't know if they still have a comic strip or not, but I never forgot that one. Anyway, Daisy's a cockapoo, and she's about 30 pounds, so a lot less than what you're talking about. I missed what breed it is. I always did have yellow labs, and boy, they can sure swim. That's for sure. Anyway, nice to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and hear the cardinals singing here, and I got quite a few hummingbirds coming to my feeders. I got about 5 feeders here now, and the young ones are starting to show up, so it'll get busier and busier as the summer goes on. Nice to hear everybody. Everybody's coming through fine. I'll say hello to father and son, Dennis and Steve Moore in Fredericton there. Nice to hear them on here tonight. I'm using my FT70 and I'm through Wires X. There's no repeater that I can get here unless I put my big antenna at Greenwood, and I can always get through the Greenwood repeater. This works pretty good. Back to you, Jim. Good night, everybody. VE1JBL, VE1OL.
VA recheck.
Yeah, okay, very good, Aubrey. And Vern, I did hear your recheck there, so I could get them in the list here. Aubrey, yeah, good and everything there, and yeah, say hi to your Daisy there for me, and give her a pat there for me. Yeah, this one's a breed of Saint Bernard, Bernese Mountain Dog, and a Border Collie, so she's going to be a big dog here, and had her in the water for the first time here today. We went over to Northport, and she actually swam in the water for the first time today, and she had a ball there, so we'll definitely have her in the water lots of times there for sure. So she's tiny right now, but she will be a big dog, Aubrey, for sure. Anyways, thanks, Aubrey, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there, and 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go to Dennis. Speaking of Dennis, let's go to Dennis. VE1 Tango United, VE1 JBL. Come on in.
VE1 JBL. This is VE1 Tango United. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to all on the net. I'm going to say hello to my old friend Aubrey. I'd like to have a QSO there with him one of these days. Can't seem to connect. Another bad day in Fredericton. This morning, temperature was pretty good, and we sat on the deck for a couple hours. But then this afternoon it was quite warm. So we stayed inside and didn't do too much. I guess that's about it, Jim. From here, back to you. This is VE1 Tango United.
VE1 TU, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Dennis. Good and everything there. The net will be on for about another half an hour here or so, Dennis. But after the net is over, by all means, give Aubrey a call. He may be around there, and you guys can chat it up here as soon as the net is over there, if you wish there. So just keep that in mind there. Very good. Thanks very much, Jeff, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. And Mike, I got you at the bottom of the list here. VE9 MCA. I did miss you. VE1 JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, VE1 JBL, VE9 MCA. Good evening, Jim, and thanks, Don, there for letting Jim know that I tried it several times. Was with my portable here through the Maritime Fusion repeater tonight. And yeah, Jim, I installed the Wires X software on my Windows 11 portable laptop, and everything works fine. I had the proper cable there, the SCU 68, I believe, for the portable, and everything worked really well. It's actually the same cable that I use for the RT system software for the FT5 DR, and everything worked well. I tested it out there yesterday, and glad it's working. So yeah, I'm getting up to Windows 11 here before the they stopped administering the Windows 10. Also, there's a new version of WaterTech software. It's 1.55 now. The one I had was 1.540, I believe. But there's a newer version there, so I installed that one. And everything is working good. So, yeah, beautiful day. I went to the clubhouse this morning and talked to a couple of fellows there, and we did manage to multi-couple 3 different frequencies on the Shediac Bay repeater 4-bay antenna there. We got the upper sideband radio 144-200 linked on to that antenna with caddies. Also, the Shediac simplex repeater on 146445 is multi-coupled to the 4-bay, so we only need one antenna, and we got 3 different frequencies on there. So back to you, Jim. Have a good net, and I believe Francis is in the area too there. So I thought he told me last week that he was coming down. So hi to Francis if he's in New Brunswick, and back to you, Jim. Have a good net. VE1 JBL, VE9 MCA portable 73.
VE9 MCA portable, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Mike. Good on everything there, and the repeaters. Wow, that's quite a system by the sounds of it up there, and good on, of course, going down to the clubhouse there this morning there. So good everything. I'm just checking here, and I'm not seeing Francis on here. Now, yeah, he is supposed to be down here, so maybe he would try and check in here, but they may be busy. So, anyways. We'll see if we can pick him up here before the net is over here. Thanks, Mike, for coming in, and have yourself a great week. And Vern with a recheck, VE9, VEA, go ahead.
Yeah, QSL, Jim, QSL. Yeah, Jim, I just got a message for Aubrey, VE1OL. I just got a message for Aubrey. Aubrey, your Daisy is probably not as big as one of the front paws on Jim's Daisy. So that's what Jim's Daisy is. She's a big puppy. But I bet your Daisy is not as big as the front paw on his Daisy. So just thought I'd throw that one in for a chuckle, Jim, and let Aubrey know what's coming. Okay, back to VE1 JBL net control. 7-3 everybody. 7-3 Aubrey, Jim, and everybody. Bye-bye.
Yeah, okay, very good, Vern. Good on everything there. Aubrey, do you have a reply to that?
Sorry, on the phone. I knew something was happening with Aubrey, but I couldn't concentrate. What's the question?
Vern was just wanting to give you some information, saying that your Daisy is probably not as big as the paw on my Daisy, the big puppy there. So it was just a joke from Vern there. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, right on. I can picture your dog. I'm just thinking you're going to have to do a lot of grooming there. I don't know if sheds or not. This one I have doesn't. But if yours does shed, you'll be doing mushing. Okay, Vern, thanks for the comment. And you're right. Jim's dog will be a lot bigger than mine in all ways. Back to you, Jim. Thanks a lot for letting me in. VE1OL.
Yeah, okay, very good, Aubrey. No problem at all there. And I got a picture. Maybe I'll send you off a picture here later of him. But he's still tiny. She's still tiny, but she will be a big dog there. That's for sure. Anyways, thanks guys for coming in, and you guys have a good night there. Okay, we've completed one round of the Maritime Fusion Net here, all 3 provinces. So what we're going to do right now is open it up to anybody outside the Maritimes. Is there anybody outside the Maritimes? that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. The call sign here is VE1 Juliet Bravo Lima. VE1 JBL, name is Jim. In Tignish Bridge, Nova Scotia. So any stations from outside the Maritimes that would like to check in the net, go ahead, please. Okay, nothing heard. We'll start round two. So round two, we'll begin as always with Prince Edward Island. Anybody else from Prince Edward Island? Native, or maybe there's a lot of visitors. I'm sure there's a lot of visitors at PEI right now. So if there's anybody from PEI that's visiting and have Fusion Radio and listening to net, we'd love to hear from you here. So anybody from Prince Edward Island, like check into the net, please go ahead.
Echo 1, Juliet, Charlie.